Welcome to the Technical Writing Success Video Overview by Senior Technical Writer Curt Robbins. Today, we're going to get into one of the most important topics for any technical writer, the tools of the trade. Choosing the right software can absolutely transform your workflow. So let's explore some of the best options out there for pretty much every kind of project.
And this quote from Curt Robbins really hits the nail on the head right from the start. There's just no single best tool for everyone. It all comes down to your specific situation. What works for a solo writer documenting an API is going to be completely different from what a huge enterprise team needs for their product manuals, right? It's all about matching the tool to the job.
So here's what we've got on tap. We're going to look at 10 really powerful tools across 4 main categories. We'll kick things off with the daily drivers, then move into building knowledge hubs. After that, we'll scale up to what's called single source publishing, and we'll wrap up with some specialized tools for documenting code and creating demos.
All right, let's dive into the daily essentials. Think of these as the foundational tools in your toolkit, the ones you'll probably find yourself using every single day to capture ideas, write with real clarity, and just polish your content until it shines.
First up, Snagit. It's pretty much the undisputed champion of screen capture. Let's be honest, a tech doc without good visuals can be a real headache. Snagit is so much more than your computer's basic screenshot function. The real magic is in the annotations. You can easily add professional-looking arrows, callouts, and numbered steps to show your user exactly what to look at. It's an absolute must-have.
Next up, Google Docs. Now, I know it's not a specialized tech writing tool, but it is absolutely essential. Its superpower? Seamless collaboration. It's the perfect place to bang out a first draft, and more importantly, it's the best way to get feedback from your subject matter experts, or SMEs. The commenting and suggesting features are just so simple. Everyone gets it. And trust me, it's way better than emailing Word files back and forth. And of course, to make sure all that content is top-notch, we have Grammarly. Look, a technical writer's credibility really hangs on being clear and accurate. This tool is like a vital quality control layer for your writing. It goes way beyond just spelling to catch things like passive voice, super wordy sentences, and unclear phrasing, helping you polish your work before anyone else lays eyes on it.
Okay, so let's shift gears from writing individual documents to creating entire knowledge hubs. When you're building one of these, the first, most important question you have to ask yourself is, who is this for? Is it for your internal team, or is it for your customers out in the world?
The answer to that question really points you to the right tool. For your internal teams, Confluence is king. It's this powerful collaborative wiki, and its biggest selling point is how deeply it connects with Jira, letting you link your docs directly to development tickets. But for your public-facing customers, a tool like Document 360 is perfect. It's basically a ready-to-go solution designed to help you build a modern, searchable, and professional-looking help site fast.
Now let's level up and talk about the enterprise scale. We're talking about really complex documentation for lots of different products or audiences. This is where the idea of single sourcing becomes a total game changer. Basically, you write your content one time, and then you can publish it everywhere in all sorts of different formats. An industry standard here is MadCap Flare. It's a super powerful desktop app called a help authoring tool, or a HAT. It uses what's called topic-based authoring, which gives you incredible control. You can reuse content, use variables, and even create conditional content, like, for example, showing one bit of text to an admin but a different bit to a user, all from the very same source file. Pretty cool, right?
Palago takes that idea and pushes it even further. It's a cloud-based component content management system, a CCMS. With Palago, you're not just writing topics, you're writing tiny, reusable components. Think of them like Lego bricks. It could be a single step or maybe a warning notice. Then you assemble those little bricks into all your different documents. And the magic is, if you update that one little brick, it automatically updates everywhere it's used. It's unbelievably powerful for managing huge product lines and translations.
Okay, for our last section, let's check out the tools that live right where writing and software development meet. And to really get why these tools are so great, you first have to understand a workflow philosophy that has totally changed the game for so many tech writers. And that concept is docs as code. It's this whole philosophy where you treat your documentation just like it's software. You write it in a simple format like Markdown, and it lives in the exact same place as the application's actual code. This just fundamentally changes how writers and developers work together. It breaks down those old silos and pulls documentation right into the engineering process.
And the #1 platform for Docs as code is GitHub. By keeping your documentation here, writers and developers use the exact same review and approval process. It's called a pull request. What that really means is you submit your changes, other people can comment on them, and then they get merged in. This ensures that the documentation is always in sync with the code it describes, which, trust me, is a huge challenge in software.
Now, when you're documenting APIs, the industry standard is Swagger. It's built on something called the Open API Specification, and it automatically creates these beautiful, interactive documentation sites. What's so amazing about it is that it lets developers not only read about an API endpoint, but actually try it out live on the very same page. It's an absolutely invaluable tool.
But what about when screenshots and text just aren't cutting it, for those really complex processes? Well, that's where Camtasia comes in. It's from the same company that makes Snagit, and it's a really solid but user-friendly video editor that's just perfect for software demos and tutorials. You can easily record your screen, add zoom effects, and talk through a process step by step. So we've just zipped through 10 really powerful tools, everything from your daily essentials to massive enterprise systems. Each one is built for a specific job, and that brings me to a big question for you to think about. What are your go-to documentation tools, and why do you love them?
And hey, if you want to keep this conversation going and learn from other people in the field, the best way to do that is to connect with the wider community. And senior technical writer Curt Robbins has created 2 fantastic resources on LinkedIn for exactly that.
So, to connect with thousands of other tech writers who are sharing what they know and leveling up their careers, make sure you subscribe to the Technical Writing Success newsletter and join the Technical Writing Success group on LinkedIn. It's a fantastic next step to take in your professional journey.